Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are doing the back to school trauma kit. And you know, for you Americans especially, getting shot in school is getting more and more normal, right? So you really do want a trauma kit for your kids. And here is a trauma kit, right? This is a full-blown trauma kit. Trauma shears, tourniquet, backup tourniquet, pressure bandage, packing gauze, decomp needle. We have chest seals, we have an NPA, we have all the cool stuff, right? Eye shields, and just really a fully decked out trauma kit, right? This is what your child wants in first grade. They need to be prepared, right? Yeah. First of all, you will look like a complete nut job sending this kit with your 7-year-old, 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old to school. Okay. Secondly, your kid is probably going to get expelled. Thirdly, some child protective services might be called, because fourthly, you will look like a complete nut job, right? Even though you might have really valid points sending this with your kid, people won't really agree with that. So what do we do? Well, and age-appropriate stuff as well. Firstly, like sharp object is not going to do really good. Things like a tourniquet, it can potentially do a lot of damage if played with. Somebody wraps it around your neck. There has been several cases of kids choking each other for fun to pass out. Well, imagine strapping that around your neck, right? So that's not going to turn out very well. Chest seals and compression bandages are really expensive, right? It can be like $20 for a set of seals, $30. Israeli bandage, $10. You know, combat gauze is $30, $40, $50 for a pack, right? That's expensive. So that's not really going to flow either, right? Even though chest seals are pretty good, but considering stabbings and such, but nah. So that's not really going to go. So away with the trauma kit, right? We're not in the military, we are in school. So hairbrushes. Yeah. Back to the program. Boo-boo kit, right? These are cheap. This is like a $2-3 item. You have them in America, we have them here. Small plastic box, cheapest chips, has band-aids, some swabs, a little bit of gauze, right? Really good, right? Kids like to put on band-aids, they play with them, at least my kids do. Play doctor with their dolls and whatever, right? If they spend the band-aids, doesn't really matter, really cheap, right? And you can restock them or just buy a new one, right? So it always comes in handy, probably legal everywhere, band-aids, you know, no meds, discuss it with the school, probably has to be kept somewhere. But band-aids and stuff, that's good, have with the children, right? You will not look like a nut job sending some band-aids with your kids, so send band-aids. And then for the trauma kit, which doesn't look like a trauma kit. Okay. How do we do this? We can't really do pressure bandages, tourniquets, you know, decomp needles, chest seals, crazy stuff like that. But what can we do which doesn't look crazy but kind of achieves the same thing, which a child between 5 and 10 can use, right? It has to be simple. So this is cohesive bandage, right? Some of you might call it vet wrap. This is a one with compression. This is important as well. They do sell this ones only for fixating, and they do sell them for compression as well. This one has elastic in it for slight compression, so it will give you a somewhat compressing function. So get one which they advertise them for wrapping joints and such. Cohesive self-adherent bandage. This only sticks to itself. So it's easy to use, there's no tying knots, there's no taping, there's no thing like that, right? So that's really simple. So what else do you want? Well, you want some sort of triangular bandage. This is a large washable one, reusable one. Here's one from Israeli First Aid, a smaller Dakar dressing, right? And they do have this muslin cloth, like this cotton gauze type of material as well. And that's the one I'm getting. I have one in my car and I'm ordering some more. The reason why I have these ones is they can be used as a tourniquet, while the gauze ones don't really do make really good tourniquets, but these do, because they're much stronger fabric, right? But I would get the gauze one. That's one I'm planning to use, and this is a low quality one which is intended for training, right? So here you have your packing material. Teach your children to pack a wound, right? It's fairly thin. It has pointy ends. You pack from the pointy end into the wound. You put pressure right on the wound, and then you have your cohesive wrap, which is very simple to wrap and get a decent amount of compression, right? And it sticks onto the wound. You don't need to tie anything. You don't need to do anything funky. No safety pins, no nothing. You have attached your bandage to the wound, right? And you have solved the problem. Another item which I would add is a space blanket of sorts, right? Could also be a rain poncho, honestly, or maybe both, right? But a space blanket doesn't look like a complete nutter. Sending a space blanket with the kids, people fall in the water all the time, get cold, that sort of thing. Very defensible. People get sprains all the time running. Very defensible. A rag to, wipe your face or whatever. Really defensible. Nobody's gonna, a small rag bandage kind of thing. Not really scary. For sling for an arm, right? Or just as a rag. So these are things which you can send with your child to school for serious trauma, which doesn't look like you're a complete nutter, and they will not get expelled for it, right? And also gloves. Send with them gloves as well. You can pack it together. Try to find some extra small size gloves and find a way to pack it. I'm going with a smaller triangular bandage. I would like this to be flat pack, but you don't really get these in flat pack. And the smaller triangular, I actually think I will be able to fit in here. Maybe. So we will see on that. But it's not the flattest, most tactical, high-speed stuff, but it works, right? And make sure to make a good pull tab, maybe even a duct tape pull tab on all of this gear in the package, right? And train your kid. Train your kid how to do a pressure bandage, and train your kid how to pack the wound. Okay? So it's safe, it's easy, it's really cheap. Your kids will be safer back in school. And of course, remember the bulletproof and stab-proof vests and backpacks and, all that stuff. But that's up to you guys. This is just a first aid and trauma kind of video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.